also saw the original God of War made its debut this year.
Speaking of jet ski rides.
Speaking of jet ski rides, you do Kratos loves those jet skis.
With Medusa?
Yeah, with Medusa. With the Gorgon, yeah.
Late-ish in the PS2's lifespan. I mean, it's the same year that the 360 came out, right? But God of War and then God of War 2 a year later sort of sustained the PS2 for a little while.
Yeah, and this was an insane, bonkers, over the top. It was almost like it felt like a summer blockbuster in the way that it did scale and scope that games didn't really do. That opening level against the Hydra or the Kraken or whatever.
What a way to open a game.
Like if Ninja Gaiden and Jason and the Argonauts had
Totally.
a baby.
Yeah, totally. And it became one of those huge, high-selling franchises for Sony that went on through the PS2 with God of War 1 and 2 into the PSP on the PS3, and this is one of those games. The next God of War we know is coming for PS4 at some point, and people are super stoked for it.
I mean, I think it's just so audacious, and just have the balls to make a game where you're gonna go kill the gods.
Yeah.
And then you do it, and it feels believable. Like you figure out how to take them all down. All those boss fights are sort of kind of interesting puzzles. It was really that epic scope of, it opens with that huge scale Hydra fight and just sort of doesn't ever stop or slow down from there. It was awesome.
Yeah. Kratos is real angry.
Yeah, he was real angry.
Yeah.
And you actually become, spoilers, at the end of God of War, you become the new God of War. You kill, the game is named after Ares, who's, the God of War in Greek myth, and you kill him and take his place on the throne. Like, talk about a way to end a game. Like, it's awesome, right?
In Roman mythology, he's named Mars.
Ooh.
You'll learn. I taught him.
This is now edutainment, is what this is.
God of War is really remembered as, he's got the blades, and he's just stabbing dudes in the eyes, and this really sort of violent, over-the-top action game. But the original God of War actually has a decent amount of puzzles and platforming in it, too.
Yeah.
I think if you go back and play that game now, the game's reputation is different than the reality of it. Like, it's actually a more thoughtful game than I think some people sort of remember God of War for being. It is a really, really sort of brilliant mixture of fast-paced, combo-based action and puzzle solving and platforming.
It was a really good era for 3D character action games with Devil May Cry and Onimusha.
Yeah, Onimusha.
Yeah, Jean Reno was in one of those. That was weird. He likes jet skis.